All right, all right. It's been a hot minute. Make sure this thing's on. So I'm still having audio issues with the built-in audio from the computer side. So it's still going to be kind of faint um, when hearing the audio from Kendra G, but it should be good enough. So my issue when it comes to this video is that um, that chick has some big saggy breasts. I ain't gonna lie, cause that really ain't making no sense. Actually, she's not wearing a bra. That's why. Yeah, she ain't wearing a bra. It kind of makes me want to think this chick is like secretly a stripper or some shit. But here's this. I hate black women like this because they can never go to the other side in peace. And black women have this very sheltered mindset that, oh, white dudes they just give shit away. And she even makes a point to where it's like, would I rather be crying in like a Bentley or some Oldsmobile type shit? And it's like, these white dudes are not that stupid to where they're just giving you whatever they want. I'm like, you can find more fringe MRA and white dudes giving up on dating that I'm actually kind of shocked that white women, I mean not white women, but black women literally think that white dudes are this end all be all bees knees, perfect circumference. And I've literally been, I was doing I guess like an internship, and I was working with uh, with a couple people, and there was a white woman there, and the white woman was actually a single mom who was in a custody battle with her broke fiance was not or husband, like, um she was dealing with a broke dude who's white. They got married, pregnant. She built him up. He got a little too big for his britches, and he, I'm just going off of how she talks. I'm not saying that this guy did all that. He bounced. He wants the kids. She doesn't want to give up the kids. And if I didn't even tell you what race they were, you would think they were black. And black women really are just fucking stupid. I'm like, you really do not know how white dudes have already given up or aren't even really fucking trying. Especially when they're not really running and racing to get with you. Like, if they want to go elsewhere, they will go to Asian women or Latinas. I've been through plenty of spaces to where when the topic is about universal beauty and who's the most attractive women by race, black women are literally dead last. And black women are literally like a charity case in pretty much all circumstances where there's a racial hierarchy contest, and black women are dead last. So if you're dead last and we already got numbers and we already got numbers and we already got stats showing that black women are the least wanted on dating apps. I mean, black women are literally struggling to even do passports, sis. They don't have. You notice that when black men were doing this shit, there were Asian women. There were Latinas and Brazilians bragging about how they love black men, even if it's for superficial reasons. There was appreciation, there was love, and there was this want of excitement, even to the point to where Asian women were telling black women to shut the fuck up. There has never been an instance to where you're seeing Italian men or German men or Turkish men or North African men or even Latino men talking about how much they love you or want you in their country. Usually, when black women are even in these countries, y'all are getting mistreated. They're kicking you the fuck out. Y'all are getting arrested. So you don't have this universal love. But I digress.
Kind of man you looking for? Wait 8 seconds. Just someone who's actually looking for a relationship. Somebody who isn't just looking for sex. Someone who's financially stable.
So I feel like when a woman, I won't even say I feel like, I know. When a woman leads off with this type of shit, like I'm just looking for someone who isn't into sex, like literally, this woman has been on for 5 seconds. With a few words right off the bat, we already know that this chick is a run through. This chick is a run through, and she's trying to start afresh. And even Kendra kind of knows that this is a hoe, but she's gonna play it nice to where, like always, she's gonna try to find the advantage that this woman has. And really, the only advantage this woman has is that she has big tits.
Because, I mean, like, it's really hard to find men when you're, like, serious about dating. There's a lot of people who will sleep with you, a lot of people who will waste their time with you, but they don't want to be serious. They don't want to open up. They don't want to.
Now, if you think she's taking home Russell Wilson type guys, you're fucking wrong. I already did a video. I don't know if I uploaded it yet, but I did a video about an Asian woman who was killed in Sugarland, Texas, by a river in Pookie, and the mother was shocked that the daughter would even take home such a guy like that, because she only met him for like a week, and he already had access to her so easily, and people couldn't understand like how the fuck did this happen. And people kind of low key when stories like that happen, to where like it's a surprise relationship. They almost kind of wish that they rather wish that, oh my, like, oh, it was a robbery gone wrong, or they didn't really know each other. But a lot of people give women the benefit of the doubt of the guys they take home. And I gotta put this in.
The black men here where
Um, I don't even know why black women even say good men. All the good men are gay. Like what? It's like what are these? What are gay men doing? I gotta put that on the Facebook. What are gay black? Hold on for a second. God. I hate when the screen does this shit. God, because it was live, I think. Fuck it. Fuck it. I ain't got time for it. But yeah, a lot of women, like people give women the benefit of the doubt that they're bringing home these Einsteins, they're bringing home these these educated men, these successful men, and even when they aren't able to bring these type of guys home, these people think that they're bringing these future type, these fuck boys home because they're sexually bored, or it's because it's a slim picking, and because they're guilt tripped into dating black men, and because black men are in such in this lowly position that they have to build them up, do the XYZ with them, and try to force it to work out of the sanity of black love. And it's bullshit. It is complete bullshit. A lot of these women are taking home these fuck boys because they're sexually attracted to them. They don't ask for much, and I can bet you there's plenty of dudes who probably know this chick and said, "I hit it on the first night." And I can bet you there were other dudes who was like, she told me she was celibate. Man, I can bet you that.
They don't want to take the time to really get to know you as a person. And
they already got the box. What is there to know? If you were already willing and able to give them the box, why did you think they were even interested in getting to know you?
I feel like I have a hard time with that. Guys will like I have guys in my inbox all the time. They'll try to talk to me. But it's not like anything deep. And I feel like that's really hard, especially black men. And I know a lot of people are gonna give me shit, but I don't really date black men.
It's called we don't care. This is another case of return to sender, but don't. Please discard if not to your liking. Customer service is unavailable. We don't give a fuck. This is one of these little race totings, and this is why the Montgomery Brawl entertained a lot of black women, because black women like seeing black men do these little race war shenanigans and do that shit. But usually when it comes to black men, we only win on the physicality to them. See, black women like this, she wants the black men to win based off physicality, finance, status, and all this shit. But the thing is, when she does find black men who are surpassing in these categories, she's not going to find them attractive. And most likely she's not going to find them attractive is because they're like 5'6". So she will throw away a lot of good men solely on height, or solely because they're not in the streets, or because she can't imagine having sex with them.
And I'm going to tell you why. So I grew up in the Army. My dad was in the military, so I've lived like all over. I'm used to different nationalities, and like growing up and then getting
bunkerhead.
Of course, I noticed that a lot of the black men here just don't have a lot going for them. Unfortunately, they don't want to work. They don't want to provide. They don't want to be men. And I know that sounds bad.
But she's sleeping with those guys. She's saying all of this, and this is what differentiates black men from black women. Black men do not sleep with the women we hate or we don't find attractive. You're not gonna. I actually kind of have to say, black men do, as black people, we do sleep with people we hate, but we don't sleep with people. Black men, at least, we don't sleep with people that we despise or completely dislike. You're not gonna see an EL talk about I don't date fat women, and then next thing you know, we're honest on what we like. That's what I'm gonna say. Black men are more honest on what we like than with black women, because black women will literally sleep with 1,000 Ray Ray and Pookies, and then try to bullshit themselves and try to tell the world like, oh no, we're looking for these soft, gentle guys who understand our feelings and are emotional intelligent. And I'm like, 1,000 Ray Ray and Pookies. Like that's not adding up to anything.
It does, but that's just my reality. A lot of my friends give me shit about it because I date outside of my race, and I feel like I would like to be with a black man if I could find one who had their shit together.
See, this is that bullshit to where she's trying to charge up black men to run laps and do all this extracurricular bullshit that that majority of black women don't care about. Despite, granted, black women really, I don't even think black women really care about money as long as it's being spent on them. You can be a $34,000 man, and if you're spending a good bit of money on her, she'll be appreciative of it. Versus a guy who's making, let's say, 70K, and he's stingy with his money, and he's not giving it to her. And he's probably not even giving it to her because, well, he doesn't see her as wife material. She will go to the $34 guy then stick around with the guy who has his shit together. So I never really want to hear black women bitch and moan about getting shit together when we know that they will easily sleep with someone willingly, who don't have their shit together, and literally be proud of it. See, when they're losing or when they hit the wall, all of a sudden now they want these tears and they want to tell the whole fucking America about how terrible their dating options are. Oh my God, black men, they're just not going to college. Why are all the good black men gay? I'm like, what? How the hell is ask me this? Tell me this. How the fuck is a good black man gay? I'm seeing these niggas voguing and bending over, wearing women's clothing, sashaying around like a child, and you're telling me that they're somehow in the good black man category. what the fuck is that? Good black men are gay. What the hell is that? And you don't even catch the sneak disses. You don't catch the cues because they're trying to be serious. And this is a joke. This woman is a joke.
Who was ready for something serious? I'm just being honest. A lot of the
look at all them niggas calling her up. Like, bitch, you making a fool of yourself.
men here, they say they want to be like with a woman who wants them to hold them down, but it's like when we need them to hold us down, they're nowhere to be found.
This just sounds like some Ebony Essence textbook writing fundamental. This sounds like a I Hate Black Men 101 course, man. Like, syllabus. Like, what the fuck is it? It sounds so rehearsed. The same old bullshit.
And a lot of the men here of other nationalities, whether that be white, Indian, Asian, they all have their shit together.
Not true. That's not true.
Like, and the thing about it is, the problem with that.
You say this, but watch what she's gonna say.
Even the ones that do sometimes have their shit together and have good jobs, they're on the same page. They just want sex. They don't want anything serious.
Well, if they're on the same page, that's a man thing. That's not a race thing, right?
So it's still hard for me to date, and it's not that I haven't tried to date black men, because I definitely have.
We don't care.
It just kind of ends up the same way. They just want sex. They don't want anything serious, but they will lie to you, tell you that they do, and then you'll end up realizing they don't really want anything.
But how do you? The thing is, I'm so tired of black women's victim mentality because they will say this bullshit, but let you be the lame dude who has a good job, but your only dismay is you're not in the streets and you're 5'6". Let that be your only issue. She will throw that away. She will literally throw that shit away. Throw you away.
The point now where I'm not having sex with anyone.
That's cap. That's cap. So now as a good black man, you're punished. Now you have to waste time. Now you see this is why this is because black women do it. It's almost like they're doing this shit on purpose. Because she met her threshold of fuckboys. Now, as an educated lame, as a good black man, as a good dude in general, now you have to wait probably like 3 to 4 years of getting to know her on her time and doing all this friendship bullshit and you trying to pretend and withhold sexual conversations, and you have to hold your dick in your pants and hope that you don't ask anything too sexual or too crazy. You always have to ask about her comfort level or whether or not a touch is too much for her to bear. Why are good black men are punished? Does this sound like a punishment to you? This sounds like a punishment, right? Yeah, this is a punishment because I'm not seeing fuckboys get punished. What the fuck? What does future type niggas get punished for? There's no punishment for them. They're not sitting and waiting and being like, oh man, this girl's celibate. Truth be told, these niggas will probably either go find someone else, or they'll just stick around a little longer and crack the code. And most likely they'll crack the code and they'll already get the draws. And then she'll be right back at square one again.
Until we are in a committed relationship, I feel like in the past I've made mistakes and I like someone and I give up my body too soon because I think it's...
You think she's giving up to ELs? Educated lames, good black men? You think she even before the fake celibacy that she's doing now allegedly, I can bet you she was really holding out an educated lames. Because these women use you educated lames as a rejection. I coined this as a rejection punching bag, where they're doing all of their hard. They're hardening up. They're practicing rejection. They're practicing how to build their self-esteem up, because these are yes women. Because whenever a dude they find attractive, ask him to do anything, they'll say yes. When you're in town, they are already like, they're trying to prone themselves and be like, no. And I'm like, what? They know how to switch up. That's why I don't take these women too seriously.
Somewhere that I find out, okay, it's not. So, and that's with all races of men. I'm just gonna kind of just stick to like, we're gonna talk, date, see how it goes. Once you tell me like we're in a committed relationship, then I feel like that's when the sex will come. So
she can't stop giving it up, kid. Like, you can tell this is hard for her. You can tell that the sex is hard for her, and this debunks the notion that women, especially black women, don't think about sex that often. Look, you can just look to where her nipples are fucking hard. Oh, I'm probably rubbing that shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. She has on no bra, and for one, she's one of the very few women who got their hair done. It looks decent. It looks like she just kind of, she's kind of just shaping it up a little bit. She might, go out for the town tonight. She probably just getting ready or something. But this is actually, despite what she's saying, this is actually the most well put together woman I've seen on the show. Versus women who are just lying on their bed with a bonnet or with kids running around. This is actually the most professional. This is actually the most presentable woman I've seen thus far. I'll give her that.
So I definitely agree with your rule of committed relationships and then have sex, because I feel like that is. I always say this about there's a pool of men that will have sex with you, but it doesn't mean there's also the pool of men that will be in a committed relationship. So kudos to you. I agree with that rule.
But the thing is, why does the dude who is good, the so-called good black man, why are those guys punished? Why do those guys do not have a sex life? Why? And I'll even go even further. Why don't black nerds have a sex life? It's like train yourself. One thing that I've noticed with myself, or how women viewed me, or even how 90s, early 2000s sitcoms viewed educated lames, black nerds, or whatever, was that they didn't have a sex life, and that if they were ever to engage with a woman, they had to engage with a woman, even if they're high schoolers, when they engage with a woman, it has to be in the context of I will marry you. And I would always sit back and I was like, why the fuck do they have, this high school kid worrying about marriage, and why are people so prone about it? About having this young dude who never dated anyone, all of a sudden he has the materials and the life lessons and the skills for marriage. That's why I never understood why black folks were so forcing of the Myra and the Urkel relationship, and they wanted to be like, oh well, Steve should have kept Myra around, and he should have done this. And I was like, Myra was forcing marriage on them when they were like teenagers. This is a kid who didn't really he had no relationship skills. He didn't really he's still learning about women. And all of a sudden you think that just because they seem like a perfect match only on the context of a high school relationship, that it was going to result that they're ready for marriage. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
When did you stop dating black men? Is this a new rule you just hold on? You gotta wait 8 seconds. Oh wait, remember you gotta wait 8 seconds. I don't want to get cut off. Did you just stop dating black men?
It's not that.
Or is this something?
I'm sorry.
Okay, you gotta wait 8 seconds.
I just all of a sudden.
Wait, girlfriend, hold on. You gotta listen, because we have a lag, and if you over talk too soon, your response will come out. So the question is, when did you stop dating black men?
I'm not gonna lie. I won't be surprised if she's a porn star or a stripper. I'm really getting stripper vibes, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one catching it, but I'm kind of wondering. Because it's the package is almost too good to be true, and I'm just talking about the physical. Like, good skin, she's proportionate, like some tits, and I know she got a good ass on her, man. And we already know that the pussy foul. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She already admit that the pussy foul, so it's like, what's the caveat, man? So, somebody in the comment section, give me what's the caveat to all this?
Okay, so I didn't I'm just gonna stop dating black men. I primarily try to avoid black men here because
I'm curious, because somebody keeps blowing her up. If you notice, and I've literally heard there's like 30 texts. There had been 30 texts within the last 2 minutes of the conversation they're having. Somebody's hitting her up. I don't know if that's me. Nah, it's not me. It's her phone, because her phone about to fall off because with all them buzzings and all them texts. It's like the second time it damn nearly fell off.
What I dealt with them, like the things that I encountered with black men, like recently, I did
see
black, and I found out
her dumbass needs to put the shit on silent, so it hit the if it's an iPhone, she needs to put there's like a little tab on the side. And it will stop the buzzing, but her dumbass.
It was like 3 to 1, and me and him started out as friends first, and then we had a sexual relationship. And
I can bet you, man, she can't hold it in. I can bet you the dude she's entertaining can hold it in longer than her. I bet you if she met a dude that she was attracted to, and he made her wait for like a month, she would lose her fucking mind. This is a chick that she gives it up easy. She's really telling on herself.
He lied to me, told me that he was committed to me, and it seems to be the same story with a lot of my black friends. They're with a black man, they sleep around with him with multiple people, have kids on them, things like that. My white friends, they don't deal with any of that. I know it's stereotypical, but it's just a different world. Like with the black men that we deal with versus my friends who deal with white men, they're white
I'm so tired of the ideology or the idea that other races of men are so well kept, they're so manly, and black men are so failing in masculinity, in monogamy, and they're failing everywhere. It's like we go to work with the men you're so called fantasizing over, and they're not all that. Trust me, they're not all that.
They pay their child support, they take care of their kids. I'm being honest.
They're not paying that shit with happiness, and most likely they want the custody of the damn kid, because there's no man on fucking earth that is willing to pay child support for XYZ amount, be happy about it, and then be told that you can't see your own goddamn child. There's no fucking man on the planet that's that damn compromised and that willing to do some bullshit like that. Yeah, ask these white boys on who Chris Benoit is, and then you will get a surprising response. And ask them why they love him so fucking much. Yeah.
The black men here, they don't do that. And then it's like,
well, why are you dealing with black men with kids?
People want to berate you or make you feel like, oh, you need to hold the black man down. But I'm like, they don't give a shit about us half the time, but you want us to hold them down. And if I found, like I said, if I found a decent black man, then yeah, I would. It's not about skin tone, it's not about color, it's not about any of that. I'm very attracted to black men. If I could find one who had their shit together, then it wouldn't be a problem. And like I said, I just dealt with one.
The thing is, okay.
We have been friends for years. He presented himself to be this great black woke man, and he was so nice and caring and loving. And I found out he had a sex addiction. And I found out he...
Oh, well, how is he the bad guy? You gotta be, you really trying to make this dude a bad guy because he likes sex. You are the hoe that keeps giving it up to every fuckboy who only tolerates you for a month. He tolerated with you for years, even on the friend zone. He gets the ass. It's fire as fuck. And he's the bad guy for acknowledging that shit fire as fuck. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. And he's the bad guy for that. And you the one giving it up to Ray Ray and Pookie at the drop of a hat. See, this is the most ungrateful bitch in the world, man.
Sleeping with multiple women unprotected behind my back, and that's scary. And
okay.
The rise in STDs, which we don't talk about.
Well, how is he a good man then? See, they don't even know what good men are. She would have me think that this dude was Jesus or something. Only to talk, then only to later bring up that he's sleeping with thousands of women and he has kids on the side. I'm like, what is your definition of a good black man? I'm not. You're doing too much. You're doing too much for me, man.
Black men, I feel like we don't talk about that stuff, and I just feel like that's very common. They sleep around with us, they give us diseases, and they leave us with babies.
Diseases? It's you. It's you giving up the box so easily. So you're literally putting yourself in more danger doing that shit. I'm blaming you because the thing is with you dumb bitch, is that you know how to tell an educated lame no. You know how to tell us no. You know how to reject us. You know how to not accept our advances, no matter how genuine it is. You know how to tell us no. You can't tell other men no because you're afraid of losing the dick. So how the fuck is that black men in general entirely our fault when you too have a sex addiction?
And that's what they want us to hold down. Now, there are some good black men out there. There are. But
don't care.
Unfortunately, the ones who are good are usually married in a relationship.
So if the good black men are married already in a relationship, don't use them as an excuse. Because you add this on and you make it seem like, oh, these dudes are married and like they're the bad guys for being married to someone else, not you. Like, why the fuck do you guys keep adding that on? It's stupid. It's a stupid argument.
Or gay.
How is a good black man gay? Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Cause black women want to force my hand. Okay, I'm a type this in. I'm gonna type this in and forgive me. I'm really have to do this properly because I don't want to like some pornography on this shit. Okay, what? Boogie. Like, and this isn't a disrespect to this organization. I'm just saying. I'm just pulling this up. Why are legit women? Why are legit women doing a gay dance? That kind of confused me. That's not a good example. Okay. Let me just use this. This is a good black man. When I'm saying this, I'm saying as in not in as character. This person could be a good person despite what he has on, or despite whatever he identifies as. I'm talking about a good person as a good black man in the context of him being a good match for a deserving, educated black woman. Go. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. These are people. These are people who see themselves as a mixture of women and an admixture of being children. Because it's a childish expression. It's so childish that not even the women that they try to identify as do this type of shit. I'm just wondering, like, where is the, or maybe I'm not going hard enough. Maybe I'm not asking the good questions. I'm sorry I had to do this. I'm fucking sorry, but they forced my hand because I'm trying to figure something out. Um. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm trying to figure something out because y'all keep telling me that good black men are gay, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is the gay community doing that is labeling these guys into the good guy category. Because I don't understand why I'm being lumped in with homosexuals. Because that's something I'm trying to fucking understand. I'm trying to understand why the fuck is a good man the same category, a dude in a dress. I'm trying to understand that. Because no, you guys like using the example of no other race of woman does X, Y, Z. No other race of woman classifies a gay dude as a good man when she's looking for a heterosexual relationship. I'm trying to figure that out. What is he doing? What is this person doing that is putting himself in a good black man category? I'm wondering. I'm still wondering. So okay, I'm guessing you guys have nothing, right? Okay. That enough? You guys want? Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I will stop. All right. I'm glad I got that out of the way.
And then you have the ones that are left over, and I saw that someone said could it be the type of man that you're dating? And the thing about it is, I've dated all different types.
No, you haven't.
It's not the same type. I don't have one specific.
You have the same type. You might have given the educated lame a chance or two, and then he probably blew it by accident because he asked for sex, and you're the bad, and he's the bad guy. How dare you fucking ask me for sex? I'm not some whore. And it's like, I'm just asking. Like, we've been talking for 8 months. Like, every time I ask for something sexual or even some pics, it's a problem. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You dated my homeboy. He's a fuck nigga. He's a fuck boy. And you gave her the panties, like, quick. Without a committed relationship. You guys sabotage good black men. So shut the fuck up, please.
Type. If you treat me good and you're respectful and you have, something going for you, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, you have to make $100,000 a year. At least make.
We already know the money doesn't really matter. All she cares about is that the money is being spent on her. That's all she cares about. She doesn't care about the dollar amount. They're just saying that stupid shit because they heard podcasters and Kevin Samuels and people on the Kendra G show kind of throw this money amount out. We already know the majority of black folks are in poverty, abject poverty. So this idea of some millionaire dude watching the Kendra G show looking for some random strata to get married and fuck with is absurd. Fucking absurd.
Not what I mean, but I have given lots of black men a chance. The last guy, he was 50-50. I don't even like 50-50, but I did it because I liked him. I split shit with him. Why? Because I liked him. But then I found out he was sleeping around on me with 3 different women. So that's what I'm saying, like.
So she's telling you that she dated all types of black men. But yeah, all these black men that she's dealt with gave her the same results, which was cheating with multiple women. Does this make any sense? I'm just wondering.
You give niggas chances, and then you find out they're doing that shit behind your back. And I'm like, so not only was I going 50-50 with your ass, but then you was fucking 3 bitches behind my back, and not only 3, there's probably another one.
See, this is where you're supposed to feel grateful that she entertained your broke ass and all this shit. Like I'm supposed to give her a high five and I'm supposed to finger wave like in the comments section. I'm supposed to do the finger wave and be like, hey man, as a black man, I feel kind of ashamed of myself, man. I hate that we are not living up to this woman's standards and we're fucking up. The thing is, black women are the most ungodly fucking women. Do you think that these other these men that she's being cheated on, do you think that the women that they're cheating on are white? No, they're other black women. If they were white, she would let you know. There are other black women, so they're just as ungodly as fucking her. You think she hasn't slept with a married man? You think she never slept with somebody who's already in a committed relationship? Please. I can bet you she probably fucked up at least 2 marriages with pride. Fuck out of here with her holier than thou bullshit. Say whatever Virgin Mary of God or whatever. Please.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like with the white men, my friends are like, well, they're gonna cheat on you too. I'm like, well, would you rather cry in a Bentley or a Toyota? Because the white men, they at least gonna be providing and paying the bills and taking care of things. The black men.
Yeah, that's what you think. And if you think they're still doing this with gas prices of fucking $4 a gallon, and you think that they're just really readily throwing away money, they already had their fun in COVID, and their dumb asses should have saved the money from the COVID for now, because now they're fucking dirt broke, and now they're fucking they're on thin ice. They're on thin ice just like everybody else in fucking America. So don't get comfortable and thinking that these white dudes are just dumb simps that have no mind of their own. They're listening to Kevin Samuels. They're actually listening to people worse than Kevin Samuels. They're listening to Joe Rogan. They're listening to Fox News. They're listening to all these PragerU. They're listening to all of these conservative networks. Just like anybody else.
You'll catch them, and they'll just be like, "Oh well, I guess you got me. You want to take me back or not?" That's how it is here.
You really this is bullshit. I can tell this is just made up bullshit. If she really thinks white dudes are happy go lucky, I can find so many fucking bar fights of white dudes fist fighting over their cheating girlfriend. You gotta be fucking kidding me. If you really think that they just don't give a fuck.
People are gonna hate on me and be like whatever, but I know I'm not lying because I know my friends' experiences, and with the white guys I have dealt with, even the negative experiences,
she's still saying that there's good. So she's met, according to her, good white guys. But again, would you ask the question, what happened to those dudes? And I can bet you she fucked it up.
Respectful than the black men here. I'm being honest. The black men here where I live at is a college town, so it's like a lot of white women, like a lot of interracial couples. Like my daughter, she's biracial. Her dad's German and black, so she's biracial. And
I should, with a fat pussy like that, I should have known. I should have fucking known. I should have fucking known she was a single mom. And a one with a white baby daddy too. So much for good white men, right? He ain't with your ass.
I noticed that a lot of the black men here. I have no problem with that. But the problem here is they put the white woman on a pedestal, like, oh, if you're black, you should be happy. You should be feeling lucky that I'm even giving you the time of day because you're a black woman. That's kind of how they treat us here. Like we're the last option, and when we do get paid, we should just be grateful for whatever they give us. And when you're a woman who has something going for yourself, a black woman at that, and you say, I don't want to put up with this. I have standards. I have boundaries. Then the black men are like, oh, well, I guess your ass is going to be single. And I'm like, you know what? I would rather be single than put up with you. And so that's why I don't get black men all the time. However, if there is a nice black man watching this live that has their shit together and lives around the Columbia, St. Louis, Kansas City area, then that's different. But I'm telling you, Kendra, it's horrible. It's horrible out here.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to give you the space to speak freely. So let me just ask you this question. So the reason I asked you, when did you stop dating black men? Because I guess my question is, if you now are dating outside of your race, why are you still single? Like, why didn't you settle down with somebody outside of your race if that's what you're focusing on? Wait 8 seconds before you respond.
Honestly, it's by choice. I just went on a date this evening. I just got back from a date, and
didn't I say earlier that she looked like she was gonna go to a date or something?
it's not because I want to say like just because you go out with someone and they're nice and you like them and the vibe is right doesn't mean that person's for you. There's plenty of times you can go on a date and you like someone and you're cool, but it's just like I'm not feeling it. And there's been times where I have maybe tried a relationship and I'm like, okay, it's just not there. I feel like a lot of times people just don't want to be single so bad that they'll just kind of jump into the first thing that they see or the first thing that they find. And I know a lot of people are like, well, why are you on this dating thing? I like your show and I watch it, and I've actually been on here before. You probably don't remember me. It was like a year ago. It was a while ago, and a bunch of men from like Africa and stuff were trying to talk to me, which I don't live in Africa, so. But I feel like I just want to make sure because I was married before. Me and my husband, we divorced in 2017. I probably should add that in there. We've been divorced for a while, and I want to make sure the next person that I get with, the next person that I bring around my child, is somebody that I really want to stay with. I'm not necessarily like in a rush to just jump into something, but I feel like maybe.
But you want to rush to go on dates and shit, bitch. Go raise your child. We done with this. We're done. We're done with this. I don't have the patience to watch this for 20 more minutes. We're done. She really does not have anything to say. It just kind of goes to show you that they can't even jump they can't even cross the fence in peace. They lose wherever they go. They blame every man except white daddy, and they just know how to blame black men for every little fuck up they do. Stop blaming us for your bullshit.